Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to the Danny Danae Show. I am Danielle Danae, aka Danny Danae, and I've got a lot to say. So let's get into it. Daily supplements are vital for your health. Fast food is so bad for you, but really, all American food is bad for you. And Sonya Massey, may she rest in peace. Let's talk about it. So, daily supplements are vital for your health. Absolutely true. I take a whole bunch every day. If you know me, if you've been following me, especially on my Instagram, I'll go live and show the daily supplements I take. The main ones are fish oil, which is very good for your heart. I take 1 to 3 a day. It says in the bottle you can take, I think it says 3 a day. I think it says at most you can take 3 a day. So that's what I do if I can. And then apple cider vinegar, which is really good for your diet. It's a dietary supplement. It just helps with, things processing through your body a little bit better. So yeah, I take two at a time, 3 times daily. And yeah, it's working out for me. And then biotin is also a main one, which is also good for your hair, skin, and nails. And I have amazing skin, amazing hair, amazing nails. I'm growing them out. You guys, I haven't done acrylic in like over a month, and my nails are already getting so much stronger. I got the gel acrylic, and it really messed up my nails. It really made them weak. So I'm trying to get them strong again, and it's been great of a journey, and the supplements definitely help. So yeah, I will look into those 3. Those are my main 3, but I also take from time to time like collagen, which is also, helps with the skin, keeps it youthful looking, keeps the tightness, all that. And then I also take iron supplements, which is perfect for me because I have a low, I don't produce enough iron in my body, and I'm cold all the time. So it definitely helps. I take 1 of those a day. Same with the collagen. Sometimes collagen is also something that you can take once a day or 3 times a day. I think it says on the bottle. I have to look again. And then I also take folic acid, which is really good if you're trying to bear kids. It keeps your body right and prepares it for that. And vitamin C, vitamin B, you all know what those are for. But yeah, it's really vital to take supplements. But I feel like, if you have a woman's daily vitamin, or for men, a men's daily vitamin, you just take 1 of those a day. They pretty much have everything you need in them, in that one supplement. And you can just take that 1 a day and you'll be fine. But you know your body, just like I know my body, and you know what you lack and what you need more of. And I would just suggest to get more of those things, whatever it is. So that you're good. I know there was somebody that came up to me and they were like, taking supplements is just, it's the same amount as if you were to eat whatever it is you're taking in food or drink something that has what the same type of ingredients that is you're taking. I'm just like, okay, well yeah, it's like they were like saying like they don't give you more of it. It's just you need to take it. And I was just like, okay, well, I know I'm not drinking and eating the necessary things I'm supposed to be eating every day. I know that most people are like that, so I'm going to take these supplements. And I don't know what you can drink that also has biotin in it, or eat that has biotin in it. But anyway, people always just, have opinions about everything, always want to, be the voice of, contradiction. So yeah, but I have seen the benefits, and me personally, of taking those vitamins. I've been taking them since I was little. My mom encouraged me to do so, but we took a daily kids vitamins more so when I was really little. But when I started becoming a teenager and got my period, started becoming a woman, I started taking more of these supplements. So yeah, and I'm in the best shape, best looking phase of my life right now. I really feel like it. Skin is great, hair is great. Like I said, nails are getting there, but they're pretty great right now. I encourage you all to do the same. They are really, really vital for your health. They really are. And, working out, eating well, that's also a big part too, obviously. But just taking that extra care of your body really helps in the long run. Okay? All right. So this leads me to my next point. Fast food is so bad for you. But really, all American food is bad for you. We all know that fast food is good for us, but it seems like it's 10 times worse today. Like, I grew up eating McDonald's, and and tasting it now, it just tastes different. Like the meat, I don't know, it's a little off. The mac sauce still tastes pretty much the same, but it's the meat for me. It's a little off. Still good, but it tastes, I don't know, engineered in some way, like man-made it. There's something else that's in it that is just a little off. And I think people feel that way about a lot of fast food places. Like, I think with McDonald's fries, they use a different type of oil now that's worse for you. I forget which oil it is. But yeah, it doesn't taste extremely off, but it's more harmful to your body, or it tastes completely different from the oil they were using before. But the effects are different on your body. So yeah, man, I think people gotta wake up to that, and be a little more skeptical about feeding fast food to your kids. Obviously, also fast food, there's some type of drug in it that makes you, or some type of chemical in it that makes you lazy. I know every time I would go with my ex to In-N-Out after eating, we just want to be in bed, because it was just, even if we just ordered, even if I just ordered one burger and maybe ate some of his fries, I was so sleepy afterwards. Like, I didn't want to do anything. So lazy. And it's something in that food, man. I'm telling you guys, it's just like, it makes you not want to work out. It's intentional. It's like, because it's something in it. I don't know. There's a specific name for it. I just forgot the name. But yeah. I don't ever want to feel like I'm lazy. Like, that's just not me. I like to get up early. I'm shooting the show at 6 a.m. Pacific time. Like, if I feel like sluggish and all this, that's just like, it's the worst feeling in the world for somebody as productive as me. But yeah, man, it's also addictive. There's an addictive chemical in it as well. So it's like, you go back, even though it's bad, even though it made you feel bad, you go back, and we got to get out of that. We got to get out of that, because it's only making us fatter. It's only making our health worse. Also, we all know, there's a crazy amount of fat, crazy amount of sugar, salt, whatever is causing our blood pressure to spike. And actually, I really believe also that in our fast food, there's, I don't know, it's causing, whatever is in it is causing men's testosterone levels to go down, and women's estrogen levels to go down. It's a reach. I know I'm not a food expert. I don't know for sure, but I'm just looking at the people around me, and it's just like, and me, I believe in the higher ups, messing with our food, messing with our water, drinks in general, like just making us more susceptible to need them. And in order to need them, we have to be as far away from our nature as possible, because naturally we were made to take care of ourselves, and eat healthy and make food for ourselves, but they want us to rely on them for everything. So what that looks like is, like I said, drawing us so far away from who we naturally are, what we naturally do, so that we will need them for things that we should be able to do ourselves. So that's that. But like I said, fast food now and then American food is like, it's crazy. Like, I'll see all these videos on social media, people, showcasing their food and showing like bugs being in them, but bugs kind of, just has to do with, nature in some aspects. But, they'll even say like I remember I bought some cheese, some Sargento cheese from Albertsons, which is a grocery store here in LA. And I put it on top. I made some broccoli for my ex's kids, and I put this cheese on top of the broccoli. I melted it on top, and I remember eating it, and it just felt like I was eating plastic, like melted plastic. And I was just like, what the heck? And I've been eating Sargento cheese. My parents been getting that since I was little. But like I said, food is different now. Like, I don't know what it is. They're replacing ingredients to look and taste the same, but it's not the same. It's not organic. It's not good for you. And I remember I just stopped in that moment. I was like, oh, I can't even get groceries now, because it's like, that this is not even real food. And I'm like, I know a lot of fast food is not real food, but now I'm buying groceries which I'm expecting to be fresh and organic to a certain extent. It's just like, what in the world is happening? So yeah, I tell people a lot of the time, it's like, yeah, fast food is bad, but it's like, I don't even want to buy grocery store food either, because it's just, it's not real, and I appreciate there's this market that happens every Sunday in downtown LA where vendors come out and they block a whole street out for them to come on Sunday home, and they bring out fresh groceries that are usually homegrown. And yeah, you can just go. They have really amazing fruits. I go there and get fruits. They have onions, everything, vegetables, everything. Even drinks they've made themselves. So yeah, those stuff I appreciate, because it's just like, yo, at this point in life, it's like you gotta almost damn near grow your own food, because everything is messed with, and you don't know where something came from, how fresh it is, how not fresh it is, what they're putting in it, what they're taking out. So it's a little scary to think about it, but I'm still alive. For now, I'm still alive. And yeah, but it's still scary, like I said. And yeah, but you appreciate those markets so much better. There's also, yesterday, I've been craving Thai food recently. My sister introduced me to it when I went to her house, and I was staying with my mom. There was a place nearby, and I was like, oh, this is so amazing. I had pad Thai. So I went and got some pad Thai yesterday. I realized there was a place nearby me at the Grand Central Market down the street. I was like, oh my gosh. So I went down there and got some pad Thai, and I was like, oh, it's so good. But just like you're watching them make it in front of you, and it just feels a little more authentic. But you, like I said, you still don't know where they get their ingredients from. But it's just a difference about watching somebody make food in front of you. You kind of have a, some worries are taken off your back. Because if they're not putting stuff in it, it's like, okay, it's fine, and it tastes different too. So I'm sure it was fine, but it was so good. Oh my goodness, I had that. I wanted to order the mango sticky rice too, because I've been obsessed with that too, but they were sold out, and I was like, dang. But I realized eating more like authentic foods and foods from other cultures have a less of a bad effect than if I was to get In-N-Out or, a burger and some Americanized food placed over here. So, yeah, it's just different. I feel like, I tell people, even when you go to other countries, I've never been outside the country, sadly. Well, I've been to Mexico on a cruise, but I feel like that doesn't really count, because I was just there 2 days on the beach. I didn't really experience it over there. But I've heard stories of people that go to France, people that go to London, like they eat their pastas, they eat their pizzas or whatever type of food, and they don't gain weight like they do when they're here, because it's just different. Like they even though it's a burger, like the meat is real, the bread is not as horrible for you as it is here. Like, it's just different, and I'm just like, that's interesting. Like, and you look at American people, and they're way bigger over here than in France. Everybody's so slender. London is slender. There's a few like people that are obese, but it's not the majority, right? So yeah, you wonder, like, is it the food? Is it, are they more driven to work out and incentivized to work out? It's crazy that I speak about this all the time. Like, I thought it was insane, and I saw this video, and I don't know if it was in Japan, China, or whatever, somewhere in Asia, and they were working. A woman was eating a McDonald's burger, it looked like, but she was on an elliptical bike while eating it. Like, she was just chilling, and I think she was watching something on her phone. They had a little place to set your phone, like elliptical bikes do. And she was just working out and taking the bite. And I was just like, yo, that is crazy. Why doesn't America think of stuff like this? Or maybe someone had to think of it, but why aren't we doing that? That is so that is so smart. You know, might as well get your workout in if you're going to eat something with a crazy amount of calories in it. So yeah, I just think it could be a little bit of that too. It's just a different type of mindset too, but I think it's more so the ingredients we put in our food and the portion intake. Oh my gosh, don't get me started on the portion intake we inhale every day. It's like their portions also are very small, which, you know, people complain about. There's places in LA where people complain about spending so much money on a small portion, but it's usually, I never complain about it because it's usually better quality food, one, and it's a good enough portion to where I'm not extremely full and I'm like dragging myself out of the restaurant. It's enough to keep me satisfied. Americans like to eat till they're full. I'm like, no, it's okay to eat until you're satisfied. That's what the point is. You're not supposed to eat until you can't move, like I said, and you're on the verge of, you know, if someone wants to poke your belly, you throw up. Like, no. People wonder why they're so big nowadays. I'm like, the big back. People ask me all the time about how I remain slim. I'm like, yo, it's because I'm not eating breakfast, brunch, lunch, and dinner like y'all are. I'm eating a crazy amount of food in each of those settings. And I also work out 2 hours every day. But it's more so what you eat, because you could work out for hours, but if you're eating thousands of calories every day, it's not gonna have the same impact as it is on me, right? So yeah, our portion intake is horrible too. It's just like, it's so crazy. Have you guys watched that documentary, Super Size Me? Did y'all watch that in school? I remember they made us watch it in school, and it kind of was like, whoa, it kind of scared me. I was like, yo, people were ordering this big of a meal. But me being a foodie at the same time, it was just like, and me, you know, I was skinny my whole life, you know, until like 20, it started sticking to my thighs and butt and hip area. But that was just me becoming a woman. But before then, I could eat whatever I wanted all the time and not gain a single pound. And I was super, super skinny. People asked me if I ate. I was that skinny. But yeah, man, it was just like, dang, why? And obviously, you know, watching the documentary, you see it gets they stopped doing the Super Size Me option at it's McDonald's, I think, only. I don't know if it was other fast food restaurants that did it, but I'm pretty sure, for sure, it was McDonald's, and they stopped offering the Super Size Me sizes because it got out of hand. I think they also proved, like, you know, how unhealthy the people were eating these Super Size meals. But anyway, I don't remember all the details, but I remember it was discontinued. But yeah, man, only America, man. But yeah, it's all around bad for us. We gotta watch our portions. We gotta watch what it is we're eating, because it's a big part of our health. And health is wealth, man. Something you can't get back. And once you're on the verge of death, excuse me for being so dramatic, but literally when you're on the verge of death at an earlier age, or sooner than you expected, it's just like, yeah, it's just like, dang, you start to put things into perspective like this in hindsight. And you know, I just encourage you to do it sooner than later. Okay, guys, be careful. Be careful. Trust me. God knows I love a good In-N-Out burger once in a while. And I think In-N-Out is proven. I think why people like it, because they actually are known for using like real meat and real ingredients. But you gotta watch out for the McDonald's. You gotta watch out for the Waffle Houses, even the Waffle Houses, the IHOPs. You just gotta be careful, man. Okay. That's all I'm gonna say about that. One other thing. It's not just in our food, guys. It's in our waters. Like someone like me, like I drink water excessively, and someone who drinks water a lot, will know that all the water brands taste different. Like I think Voss tastes very fishy to me. And then Essential is my favorite. Essential, Evian, and there's one more. Freak, it's in my fridge. It starts with the E2. I think Eternal Water are like my favorite waters because they just have, they don't have a weird aftertaste. They don't have a taste at all. And I feel like that's how water's supposed to be. It doesn't have a weird smell, you know. But I tell people all the time, Dasani is like one of the worst waters you can get because there's salt in it. You can taste it. And any water with salt in it is going to make you thirstier. So, and, you know, encourage high cholesterol. So you got to be careful about that. And there's another water that I'm like, I don't know, but I can't think of the name right now. But you got to be even careful about the waters you drink. And I know that's insane to say, but yes, trust me. Like I said, there's people that are in the higher ups finessing you to buy certain things because they want you to buy more of those things, you know, and finessing you to buy things because they know these chemicals and ingredients are in them that are going to make you want more of them unnecessarily. So yeah, you don't just have to watch your food, you got to watch your waters, people. Okay, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Okay, last but not least, Sonya Massey. I know a lot of you guys, I'm coming late to the party, but I had to speak on it because it's such an unfortunate issue, or unfortunate incident, excuse me. Yeah, man, I want to say this first. My condolences go out to her family. It was an unfortunate situation all around. But I am going to have an unpopular opinion about this. I know it already. People are going to feel some type of way about this, but I don't care. I really don't. So yeah, if you're not up to date on the Sonya Massey case, I said may she rest in peace, but she was a 36-year-old black woman. She lived in Illinois. She called the cops to come to her house. I forget the reason, but they ended up fatally shooting her. It was a white cop that shot her. And before he shot her, she was standing in front of a boiling pot of water. And she was telling the officer, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." And he came back and he said, "You better not, I'll shoot you in the face." And that is exactly, I think, what he did. He shot her in the face and she died. Now, Sonya Massey, gosh, I just have to say, I'm black, right? So I know, I've heard, you know, women, and it's usually typically older women that say stuff like, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus," and they have holy water somewhere around them. They flick holy water right at you when they say that, usually, especially in church. So yeah, this guy isn't black, so I don't know but I feel like he did know, because he said straight back, he was like, yo, he when she said, "I rebuke in the name of Jesus," he was like, yo, and she's in front of water. Something went off in his head, like, oh yeah, when someone says, "I rebuke in the name of Jesus," and they're usually wanting, and they're around water, they're usually willing to throw it at you. I don't know if she made the video. There's a video of this happening, and the video is so unclear. Like, it's unfortunate that, you know, these cops have to wear a video camera, and sometimes the video camera doesn't really show what needs to be shown in order to make an actual, you know, assessment of what happened. But but it should. So it's unfortunate for that. But anyway, back to what I was saying. You know, and he knew, like, you say, "Oh, I rebuke in the name of Jesus," and you are in front of a whole boiling pot, like, you're crazy. I see crazy people every day. I live in Los Angeles, y'all know this, and you don't know what crazy people are gonna do. And when someone says something like that, it makes you defensive. It makes you defensive automatically. You're lying if you say that's not true. It does. Trust me. I haven't had someone say that to me personally, but I've seen it happen to other people, and it's just like, well, why? Unless they do something like absolutely crazy, it's like, why are you saying I rebuke you in the name of Jesus? Now, in this video, clearly he doesn't say anything crazy before he says, I'm going to shoot you in the face. That was crazy. Let me say that straight up. So her saying, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, it was just like, where did that even come from? And you see people, on interviews asking, her family, like, what made her say that? And I have that same question. It's like, he was respectful. He was with another cop. He wasn't extremely rude. Not that I saw. So it was just like, was it an energy you were sensing that was a little off? Because that's real. If you're sensing an energy that's maybe devilish in your eyes, you say, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. But I'm playing devil's advocate here. If I'm a cop and you're saying, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, and you're standing in front of a boiling pot of hot water, and it looks like you're about to throw that at me, oh, I'm just saying, I would pull out my gun too. Because you're not, people don't realize when you're threatening to do something like that, you're messing with my ability to do my job. You're threatening, when you get a pot, if you ever had a pot of boiling hot water thrown on you, you get these burns. After you don't heal from it, you might be able to lose feeling in your arms that causes you not to be able to, do certain things with your body. Like, you're literally threatening my job. And that's probably how that cop felt in that moment. It's like, I got kids, I got people to protect, and you doing that would cause me to not be able to protect them the way I need to protect them. Like, and I'm a model. Right now, like, being a model, like, if someone was threatened or looked like they were about to throw hot water on me, you're dead. Because literally, this is my moneymaker. Literally, the way I get paid off of the way I look. And if you're going to mess it up, I mess up my beautiful skin by throwing hot water on me just because you feel some type of way, you're dead. I'm sorry. Mind you, he shouldn't have shot her in the face. Let me say that straight up. He could have shot her in the foot. I saw the video of Candace Owens said she should have shot her in the foot. He should have shot her in the foot if he felt that threatened. Absolutely. I felt like he could have shot her anywhere else in order for it to not be as fatal. But at the same time, hindsight is always 20/20. It's just like, he told her, he was like, you better not. He told her straight up, I will shoot you if you tried it. And I don't know if she did. Like I said, the video is not clear as to where she picked up the pot again and looked like she was about to throw it on. You just hear, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, and then he says, I better not, and then their guns are up. So I don't know, but when people threaten your life, man, you gotta threaten theirs back. Like, any man will say that. Any person who is very protective of themselves, values themselves, is going to say that. You're not about to fuck up my life because you're fucked up. Clearly you can tell in the video she's on something. She's a little off. There's a scene before where she's sitting down on the couch and she's looking drowsy and answering questions slow, and they're just asking for her ID, and she's like, you need my ID? Like, clearly, I'm like, you're not gonna mess my life up because you're messed up right now. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So, like I said, rest in peace to that woman. It's so unfortunate that she had to die, but I don't feel like I understand the cop's perspective on what happened. If it is indeed what happened, or it looked like she was about to throw the water on him. Now, that's all I'm going to say about that. Now, people on the left irritate me so much, and black people especially on the left, because now they're dragging this to make it seem like it was a racial issue. Like, he literally only shot her because she's black. I'm like, no, he was about to shoot her because she was about to pour boiling hot water on him. Like, black people love to make everything about race, and it's like, no, not everything is about race, guys. And if it wasn't proven in this video. There was no racial slurs or anything like that. And people are like, yeah, there wasn't no racial slurs, but he knew, like, he still shot her, so that must mean he hates black people. Like, you got to be freaking kidding me. He thought his life was in danger. He thought his body was in danger. Like, I can't stand people, man. And I get it. It's hard to prove somebody is a racist. You have to literally, because even a racial slur, like, that's why I hate that black people use the word nigga as a term of endearment, because it now it shows to other races that they can use that word as a term of endearment, when it used to be clearly a word that exudes hate toward our people. But now it's like, a white guy can say, what's up, my nigga? And it's like, some people are offended, but at the same time, some black people are calling white people nigga, and they're just like, whatever. I saw this interview, it was so crazy, on Shade Room with Billie Eilish and Tyler, the Creator, I think his name was, and he called Billie Eilish a nigga. And I was like, why isn't nobody calling this out? That's insane, calling a white person a nigga. Anyway, back to my point. Like, it's so hard to prove racism nowadays. You don't know where someone's heart is when they're saying something. Sometimes you can hear it in their tone. But it's very hard to prove when it's not a direct, when it's not, you're not there, you don't know the character of that person or whatever. So, yeah, man, I think black people just want to make everything about race, to always be, like I said, in this victim mentality. I say this over and over again on my podcast. It's just a joke at this point. And the fact that, President Joe Biden, was so quick to speak about this. It's like, yo, it's a part of a bigger picture. Black people gotta wake up. They know talking about this is gonna get people riled up and in their emotions and they want our vote so bad. They're gonna rile up our emotions and get them, and make it seem like they care about our people when they really don't. And get our votes. And it's stupid. It's completely ridiculous. You see Kamala Harris posting about it, and now Barack Obama, former President Barack Obama, is just like, yo, it's crazy that all this stuff only happens, like, instances like this only happen when it's almost election time. Like, when there's about to be a debate, when they need our vote. It's like crazy. They get us outraged. George Floyd 2020, it was like, yo, they want us outraged. They want us to ignore the facts. And it's just, we gotta stop feeding into it and start using our brains. Yes, it was an unfortunate incident, but black people, like, and this person in particularly said some crazy shit and was around a boiling pot of water. Think of if your son was in that situation. Would you be as empathetic? Would you be as not empathetic as you are toward this cop? If somebody was threatening to pour boiling hot water on your son? It's insane that logic goes out the window when emotions are involved. But that's what happens. But we gotta get out of that, man. Because it's affecting our ability to think, to be smart about things. And I just, we gotta open our eyes to it. Like, black people think so many black people die at the hands of white cops every day. I'm like, no, they're just highlighted because they just highlighted like this, like it is happening every day, because they know, like I said, it's gonna get you all riled up. Like, I thought it was crazy. And I said this under the Shade Room post. There was a post of Tia Mowry bawling her eyes out about Sonya Massey. Like, oh, I can't stand this. Oh my gosh, I hate that another black woman is killed. Like, get the fuck out of here. I said, girl, go sit down and cry about getting your man back, because it's like, literally, anybody who sits and records themselves crying on camera is already cringe, because it's like, what the heck? What are you doing? Like, when, like, It's so insane if people cry on camera. It's like, what? This is supposed to be something you don't want to share with the world, a weak moment. You experience it by yourself. You pray to God, whatever you do, and then you get over it and move on. When you're sitting here crying to people, it just looks fake to me. So it was just like, girl, bye. It was like, yo, you don't even know this woman. Get out of here. Cry about your marriage failing. Because that's what it was. It was a failure. Yes, this is a tragedy, but girl, it's a selective outrage again. Proven time and time again. You're crying about this woman being murdered, and while your ex is over here miserable and wondering why what went wrong, and wanting you back. I just think it's crazy. If you're gonna be upset about stuff, be upset about all of it. And like I said, it's just cringe. It's just so cringe crying on camera. Like, it looked like such a joke. I'm like, girl, bye. But anyways, like I said, rest in peace to her family, man. My heart goes out to them. Yeah, we gotta start opening our eyes to what's really happening. It's more than just showing a black person getting killed. It's, like I said, it's encouraging us to remain angry at the world, angry at the system. So we do things like rioting and looting, and go back to the ghetto behavior, so they can say, oh yeah, there goes those blacks again, acting out of control. We gotta be in control of our emotions, man. That's where our power lies. This is not it. This is not the way we're supposed to be reacting to this. Okay? And that's all I'm gonna say about that, guys. But yeah, man, tell me what you think. I am proud of this video. I'm really proud. I think I'm gonna ruffle up some feathers with my last comment about Sonya and Massey, but like I said, I don't give a fuck, because I've been doing it for a little while now, okay? But I'm always open to hear you guys' thoughts. I love you guys, and I hope you guys have a fantastic Friday. It's Friday, guys. Enjoy your weekend. Like, comment, subscribe, like I said, if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Bye.